Like when I did the Dying Light app, like I do a stream.
Welcome back, YouTube, to another video to the Boys RFL channel. I am your host, Kendrick Nance, and today we have a video reaction for y'all. It's called Point of View, You're a Trillionaire. So based off the title, I'm gonna just assume that it's based like if one of us would put in a scenario, if we had $1 trillion, what would we do with it? Not too sure about it, but you know what I'm saying, we about to see the video. So before we continue, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you not miss another video or upload. Same thing, and I'll see you in the next one. So let's get into this.
Congratulations, you're a trillionaire. The richest person to ever live. You are worth more than 4 Jeff Bezoses combined. If you spent $1 million every single day, you wouldn't go broke for another 2,700 years. The world is in the palm of your hand. But there's a problem. Everyone knows.
Wait. Sorry. Pause. Have anybody ever like really just sat down and thought like how much really is $1 trillion? We hear of billionaires and very few trillionaires, but like imagine like actually having $1 trillion. Like the stuff you can do, the stuff you can see, the stuff, basically you will have so much just like influence in itself. But then you go to the philosophy take of having so much money will like basically diminish all the meaning of life, because if you can afford everything, you can afford everything. There's no hustle, there's no struggle, there's no none of that. There's no hunger, you know. You need that hunger, really, you know, like that need to like survive or to like to achieve the next goal. If you don't have anything like that, if you don't have any reason for that, then essentially like your will, or like I wouldn't say like you'll be like, you know what I'm saying, nihilistic, but at the same time it's gonna look bad.
You are now the most famous person on Earth. Your face is on every screen in every country on the planet. There are people outside your building right now.
But this wouldn't be true. We rarely know like a few trillionaires that exist or that existed.
Hundreds of them, some with cameras, some with signs, some just standing there staring up at your window. This makes you paranoid, but you're a trillionaire, so there's an easy fix. You hire a bodyguard. Nope, not enough. 2 bodyguards. Not even close. You get a full detail, 12 operators minimum, armed, trained, rotating 24-hour shifts, the kind of protection usually reserved for sitting presidents. You make some calls. Within 48 hours, it's all done. Good, you're safe. But your Honda Civic isn't going to cut it anymore. So you buy Bugatti. Not a Bugatti. Bugatti, the entire company. $2 billion. That's 0.2% of your net worth. The equivalent of someone making $100 grand a year buying a jacket. Your accountant logs it as a rounding error. But you still need somewhere to live. Your current apartment building is swarming with paparazzi outside. Basically, the entire world knows where you live. So?
But I disagree though. Like, if you're a trillionaire, that wouldn't just be automatically broadcasted to the world or to your, like, even the town that you town, but like even the city that you're living in. Like that's what I'm like getting so confused. Like in what scenario that you like have $1 trillion that you would just go public with it? Like,
you buy a compound. 14 acres behind walls and iron gates. A guardhouse at the entrance manned around the clock. The property has its own private road. You can't even see the main house from the gate. $200 million. Easy. But a place that size doesn't run itself. You need staff. Housekeepers, groundskeepers, 2 private chefs on rotation.
Okay, chefs, private chefs, that's a whole nother thing, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can cook up a little good meal that I can't necessarily cook up myself, or something healthier, but maids though, I don't know. I don't know. I feel some type of way having like, even if I did have the money to afford one, a maid, bro. Like, especially a maid that's living inside of your house. A little bit weird. A little bit weird. We're not family. We don't have any like emotional connection. I don't know. Chefs though, definitely.
A property manager, a house manager, drivers, an entire maintenance crew, IT.
Would you need a driver if you had like a, just bottom line, just like $1 million? No, $1 billion. I guess, but like, what scenario like would you need a driver for? Unless you can't drive yourself.
Staff just for the security systems, a personal assistant who has her own personal assistant. Within a month, 63 people work at your house. Now you're comfortable, secure. Everything runs like a machine. So you can really start spending. Because, well, you have $1 trillion and you're a little bored. You buy a Boeing 747 and have it gutted and rebuilt into a private flying residence. $400 million. You buy an island in the South Pacific. You commission the largest private yacht ever built. Helicopter pad, submarine bay, movie theater, full medical facility. $600 million. And nobody warns you about this part. $1 trillion makes money faster than you can spend it. And even sitting in the most boring investments on earth, your net worth grows by tens of millions every single day.
See, this is what I'm saying. There's no excitement. There's no like anticipation. There's no nothing. Like, and don't get me wrong, I would love for all my problems to go away, just like a snap of a finger. But at the same time, I feel like there has to be some tension, some conflict. Not to the extent to where like you're begging for it to stop, but at the same time, you don't want to be bored. You know what I'm saying? And having $1 trillion, eventually, like you're gonna do all the stuff that you want to do. But at the end of the day, eventually you're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? That little waypoint, that little, you know what I'm saying, marker, and you be like, okay, what's next? You know, there's only so much the earth can offer. You know.
You wake up richer than when you fell asleep every morning without lifting a finger. So money is handled. Security is handled. The cars, the properties, the staff, all handled. But you want coffee. Just coffee. From the place you've been going to for years. Your security team needs 45 minutes of advance notice. When you finally get through all the paparazzi and walk in, every person in the coffee shop has stopped talking. The barista's hands are shaking. Someone in the corner is filming you from behind a laptop screen. You get your coffee. It tastes exactly the same. But everything around is different. So you stop going there. You don't want to be a nuisance. But there's good you can do with this money. Real good. So you write a check for $500 million to disaster relief. The media covers it for about half a news cycle. Because relative to what you have, $500 million is what you earn in a slow week. People are grateful for about a day. Then they want more. They always want more. But it's not the strangers that get to you. It's the people you already know. Your phone rings constantly, but none of the calls are from friends anymore. They're from lawyers, wealth managers, heads of state, charity directors. Everyone wants a meeting. Everyone wants your name on their thing, your signature on their check. The friends from before start to disappear. Some just stop calling. The ones who still do sound different. Careful, measured, like they're weighing each word before it leaves their mouth. You invite your college roommate to the compound for a weekend. He says yes before you finish asking. When he gets there, he compliments everything. The house, the grounds, the wine, the guest room. He agrees with everything you say for 2 straight days. He laughs at jokes that aren't funny, and he never pushes back on a single thing. He used to argue with you about everything. Movies, politics, where to eat. That was the whole friendship. But that friendship is about to be the least of your worries, because then the lawsuits start. Not one lawsuit, not 2, 17 in the first 6 months. An old business partner claims you shorted him on a deal from 9 years ago.
Okay, what scenario am I in right now? Am I like a villain or some shit? Like what's going on? This like, bro, this seems like a plot of the Social Network or something. It's dead ass. Like first I'm famous, I'm trillionaire. Then I get all these lawsuits from what? A past business partner? Like, what am I doing? Like, this is like what?
Ago. A woman in Arizona says you verbally promised her $10 million at a fundraiser in 2019. You have never been to Arizona.
Nigga.
Most of it is garbage. Your legal team tells you that. They say the word frivolous so often it stops sounding like a word. But each one costs 6 figures to fight. Each one puts your name in a headline. Each one requires a deposition or a filing or a statement or some kind of settlement. Your lawyers tell you to get used to it. When you have $1 trillion, people will try to take it from you using every tool available. The legal system is a tool, and you are the deepest pocket on earth. You settle 3 of the cases, not because they have merit, because fighting them in public costs more than writing the check. $1 million here, $2 million there, they're just rounding errors. But every settlement gets reported, and every report invites 5 more lawsuits. Your legal budget for the year crosses $40 million. You have an entire floor of a law firm working exclusively on your cases. You have never met most of the lawyers. They send you summaries, weekly, pages and pages of people who want your money and are willing to lie in a courtroom to get it.
Bro, it just be so fucking stressful, bro. Because one thing I wanted to say was like, the amount of that amount of money, you're bound to like they say, you're bound like for people to come take it or try to steal it or anything, especially people you fucking know, and that's the sad and bad part about it, bro. Like the people, like yeah, just even imagine like you got a couple thousand. Like you ever like people call you up and like talk to you differently, you know what I'm saying, or even ask you like, hey bro, can you break a little something off for me? Like bro, there's like what's the saying? Fuck, it was from Vision of Age of Ultron, the Avengers.
A common criminal.
117 countries want to sign this. 117, Sam, and you're just like, no, that's cool. We got
How
it.
long are you going to play both sides?
I have an equation.
Oh, this will clear it up.
In the 8 years since Mr. Stark announced himself as Iron Man, the number of known enhanced persons has grown exponentially. And during the same period, the number of potentially world-ending events has risen at a commensurate rate.
He's saying it's our fault?
I'm saying there may be a causality. Our very strength invites challenge. Challenge incites conflict. And conflict breeds catastrophe. Oversight. Oversight is not an idea that can be dismissed out of hand.
Boom.
No shit, wrong movie. Civil War. He said, incitement invites challenge. Challenge invites catastrophe. Basically saying that if you have something that somebody wants, no matter what they're going to do, no matter what is in place to stop them or what's said about it, they're going to do whatever. I'm looking totally different. They're going to do whatever they can to get that by any means necessary. And the reason people do that shit is because they justify it.
But daily life goes on, or something that looks like it. And then it happens. You meet her. She's sharp, funny in a way that catches you off guard, doesn't mention the money once, you see her again and again. 3 weeks in, it starts to feel like something real. Then you notice things. She mentions your island in a conversation you never had with her. She knows your pilot's first name. She knows which car you prefer for the city.
What?
Small things.
She's a spy.
Things that mean she looked you up before you ever met. Which, of course, she did. Everyone does. But now there's a question sitting behind every moment with her. Does she like you, or does she like this? The compound, the jet, the access to a life she'd never touch otherwise. And once that question gets in your head, it stays. You watch her differently. So you stop calling. Then she texts you twice, and then she stops. But the story doesn't end there. 2 weeks later, a tabloid runs a piece. Inside the Trillionaire's secret romance. Photos of you at the restaurant, photos of her leaving your compound, a quote from a source close to the couple. You didn't sell it, she didn't sell it. Someone at the restaurant did, a waiter or a valet, someone who saw you together and picked up the phone. Now her name is everywhere. Her face, her job, her apartment building. Strangers are sending her messages. Some are threatening. She had a life before you, a private, normal, anonymous life, and you erased it just...
Well, if she mad, why the fuck you fuck with him then? I'm sorry, bro, but like, if you mess with somebody with that level of caliber to where they are known, and that any contact with them will, like, literally expose you, or have the potential to expose, you know what I'm saying, things that can be revealed in the public eye, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's just bound to happen. That got to be on the mind first and foremost. If you ain't thinking that, then, bro, you don't need to mess with somebody like that. Seriously.
By sitting across from her at dinner. Your PR team drafts a statement. Your lawyers send a cease and desist to the tabloid. None of it puts her name back in the box. You send her a message, an apology. She reads it, she doesn't respond. But the leaks keep coming, and the next one is worse. Somebody from your past sells a story to a magazine, a joke you made at a party in 2011 that, stripped of context and printed in a headline, makes you look like a different person. It's everywhere within 48 hours. People who have never met you now have an opinion about who you are based on something you said in a dorm room 15 years ago. Your crisis PR team goes into action. They tell you the same thing they always tell you. Don't respond. Responding makes it worse every time. So you sit in your office behind your
Not responding makes it worse because it then makes them go with the story that they already curated in their mind. It's like it's a double-edged sword, just like a lose-lose.
Screens and watch someone sell your old life for what your team estimates was about $250,000, $250,000. That's what your past is worth to someone who used to be your friend. You can't call them, you can't confront them, you can't even confirm you know who did it, because that becomes a story too. You just sit there. Your mother calls on a Sunday morning. She sounds the same as she always does. Asks if you're eating enough, tells you about a bird that keeps getting into her garden. For 10 minutes, your shoulders drop and your jaw unclenches and you almost forget what your life has become. Then she mentions your brother. He didn't ask her to call. He never would. But he's behind on the mortgage and his car needs work. And you have more money than some countries. And he's family. You had no idea he was struggling. You sent him a few $1 million that afternoon.
I'm sorry, that just would have pissed me off, kinda. Like somebody soft launching something to me without just outright just say it. Like I'm the type of person, don't soft launch it to me, cause I'm gonna pick up on it first and foremost, and then I'm gonna get pissed off. Just tell me what you want. Like
he doesn't call to say thank you. 3 months later, at a holiday dinner you flew the whole family to on your 747, he sits at the far end of the table. He talks to your cousins, your aunt, anyone but you. When you try to catch his eye, he stares at his plate. He leaves before dessert, and he doesn't say goodbye. A week after the dinner, your mom calls again. Different tone this time. Quiet. She tells you your brother said something to your cousin. That you ruined the family. That everything changed when the money came. Your mother isn't telling you this to take sides. She's telling you because she doesn't know what to do. She has a security detail she didn't ask for, a son who won't talk to his brother, and a family that used to fit around a kitchen table and now needs a catering staff and a 747 to be.
Okay, I may be tripping. Like, yeah, money can divide the family, but like that's only if you let it. Like niggas dead ass are making it seem like the money is the evil here. Like money is not the root of evil. It's the love of money. Don't get it confused. They are. Come on, like
in the same room. You tell her you'll talk to him.
I'm pissed off. The whole recording didn't record the whole video with the rest of the video, which is so fucking stupid, and I don't get it. Technology is literally going to be the death of me. Fuck off. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do not miss another video. And I'll probably see you on the next one. This is why I can't fucking record a video, because of this. Bye.
I've been busy, you know that. You know you're just saying that. Are you going to get that?